Relief efforts are continuing in southern Japan amid hundreds of aftershocks after 2 deadly quakes. At least 100,000 people are still thought to be living in emergency accommodation, some living in their cars enduring cold temperatures. The U.S. military has joined tens of thousands of Japanese troops and emergency services personnel in the relief effort. The 2 powerful earthquakes hit the southwestern island of Kyushu. Saturday's magnitude 7.3 quake struck at 1:25, 15:25 GMT on Friday, close to the city of Kumamoto, which had been hit by a magnitude 6.4 quake on Thursday night. At least 44 people were killed and more than 1,000 people were injured, authorities said. Japan's public broadcaster NHK reports that 8 people are still missing in the village of Minamiaso. Another body was recovered there on Tuesday morning. There have been hundreds of aftershocks since then, including a magnitude 5.8 quake on Monday evening, although it was not reported to have caused any more injuries. The Japan Meteorological Agency has cautioned people to take care as further shaking is likely. Both the quakes were shallow, causing huge damage to roads, bridges, and tunnels. Major landslides cut off remote villages. Thousands of homes are still without electricity, water, or gas, and rail services remain disrupted. The number of those displaced by the quakes remains unclear. Aid agencies said more than 250,000 had been told to leave their homes, amid fears of more earthquakes. There have been complaints that some evacuees had not received enough help. Fuji Television reported that thousands of people staying in their cars at an exhibition hall car park had yet to receive emergency supplies as the facility was not a registered shelter. The mayor of Kumamoto, Kazufumi Onishi, apologized on Twitter for delays in providing help, asking people to be patient, he said, promising aid was on its way. Naoki Kakawa, advisor to the Japanese Red Cross Society, told the BBC that more medical teams were being dispatched to evacuation centers. Kumamoto Airport has begun accepting some inbound flights, but outbound flights are still suspended, as damage to the terminal building has prevented security checks being carried out. The U.S. has about 50,000 troops in Japan, and as with the 2011 earthquake and tsunami, its personnel are helping the relief effort, airlifting water, food, and other emergency supplies to remote areas. "We're here to support the Japanese Defense Forces, and so whatever they need and we can provide that support, we're here to help," said U.S. Marine Corps LTCOL Tom Chalkley. 2 Osprey tilt-rotor aircraft were used in the airlift, in what was seen as a chance for the U.S. to demonstrate the usefulness of the aircraft, which can take off and land vertically. There have been concerns about safety after several crashes. The aid deliveries were hugely appreciated, 60-year-old evacuee Tatsuyuki Aramaki told Associated Press. "We have been living on rock-hard biscuits, old rice balls and bread," he said. "I heard Ospreys were coming to deliver supplies for us, so I had to come and see. I couldn't wait." The quakes have had commercial repercussions outside the region too, with Toyota suspending most vehicle production in Japan because of parts shortages. Nissan and Honda are also among the companies to halt production at some facilities. The earthquakes are the biggest to have hit Japan since 2011, when a 9.0 magnitude quake caused a huge tsunami, leaving more than 19,000 dead and missing. Japan is regularly hit by earthquakes, but strict building codes mean they usually cause minimal damage.